Hello, and welcome to the UIC Library Orientation for Graduate Students. My name is Annie Armstrong. I'm an associate professor at the library, and I work at the Daily Library as a liaison for the Department of Psychology and the College of Education. And my pronouns are she and her.
Hi, my name is Rosie Haneke. I use she, her pronouns. I'm also an associate professor and I'm the liaison librarian for public health. I work at the Library of the Health Sciences on the west side of campus. So at UIC in Chicago, there are two libraries, Richard J. Daley Library on the east side of campus and the Library of the Health Sciences on the west side. There are also libraries of the health sciences located in Peoria and Rockford. All libraries provide ample space for individual study, and you may also visit the library to check out books and other physical materials or use one of our computers. Due to ongoing COVID-19 restrictions, you will need to wear a mask inside the library. You may need to make a seat reservation, swipe into the building, and show your UIC Wellness Pass. Because campus guidelines may have changed between this recording and your visit to the library, we strongly recommend that you check the COVID-19 guidelines on the library website before visiting us in person. And this paragraph circled on the screen is the best place to find the most up-to-date information. Our website can be found at library.uic.edu or simply do a Google search for UIC Library. Other features on our website, the main library search box is a quick way to search for books in the library catalog, as well as journal articles and other resources. Use the Chat with a Librarian feature to ask for help, or one of the other methods listed under Contact Us.
We've both introduced ourselves as library liaisons, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what a library liaison is and how we work with graduate students. Our main goal as library liaisons is to help each graduate student maximize and streamline their use of our extensive online research tools. So we actually have hundreds of different databases and thousands of electronic journals, and that can be difficult to navigate. So I recommend that you contact your liaison early on in your career as a graduate student, and the liaison can introduce you to relevant tools for your discipline and help you maximize those tools. So as far as some of the specific skills that we can help you with, we can help you identify the tools for your discipline as far as databases and other relevant collections. We can help you develop effective search strategies for using those tools. And we can help you organize and cite your research using citation management tools that you may have heard of, such as RefWorks, Zotero, and EndNote. Furthermore, we can discuss any discipline-specific services that might be relevant to your research. So you may have needs as far as data management, digital scholarship, copyright questions, questions about how the library can support your teaching, or any number of research-related topics. And we can be your point person to point you in the right direction or contact or connect you to other experts within the UIC library. We're looking at one of our subject guides, and you can find these on the library website. This is the biology research guide. And as you can see, this is a quick way to both identify the library liaison that you could contact with questions, as well as determining which tools we have that would help you explore the literature within your discipline. So in the middle of the guide, under looking for an article, you'll see suggestions as to where you could get started with your research, Web of Science or Science Direct. If you'd like to look up your liaison and get in touch with them, you can go to Contact Us from the UIC Library website. And from that page, at the very bottom, you'll see a library directory where you can figure out the liaison for your program or your subject area. Another way to contact us would be to schedule a research help appointment, and we meet with students via Zoom. That's a really useful way to get started with research and we can set up a time that works for you as far as meeting with your liaison. You can also send us an email, or at the very bottom of the library homepage, you could use chat with a librarian, and we'll point you towards the expert for your subject area.
We want to reassure you that you can still access all of our electronic resources even when you're working off campus. This includes articles, ebooks, databases, and our research or subject guides. Simply start your research at the library homepage, and when prompted, enter your NetID and password. From off campus, you can also meet with a librarian over Zoom, as Annie mentioned, get help via email or chat. Use either the main library search box or one of the links just above it to search one of our databases. If you don't know the best database for your subject area, click on Guides. That third link, that will link you to those subject guides that Annie mentioned. If you use PubMed, there's a direct link here. Other databases can be found on the databases list, which is the leftmost link circled at the top of the screen. If you're a Google Scholar user, follow that databases link to G and then bookmark this Google Scholar link. It's a UIC specific link that will connect you to our full text subscriptions even when you're off campus. Here's an example of what that looks like. If you don't see a direct link to full text, click on Get Full Text at UIC. And in other databases, that link might also look like one of these buttons that says Find it at UIC. If you click on Find it at UIC, this will open a new tab which will connect you to full text online whenever it's available. If we don't have the full text available, you can still request an article or book through interlibrary loan. Simply follow the link at the bottom of this screen, submit the request, and you'll be emailed a link to download a PDF version of the article, usually within 3 or 4 business days. Another tool that's helpful in finding full text is the Unpaywall extension for Chrome. If you use the Chrome browser, go to unpaywall.org to learn more about this tool. It searches the web for open access versions of articles to help you access full text more quickly. Between this tool, Find It at UIC, and Interlibrary Loan, we don't want you ever to have to pay to access an article.
Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to collaborating with you and learning more about your research needs. So we encourage you to contact your liaison early on in your career at UIC, and we can figure out how to work together.